YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the Master Grade Zeta Plus A1. Recently Bandai decided to release a premium Bandai Zeta Plus A1 but gray version, basically the Unicorn Gundam version. It's basically the exact same kit but only gray. Basically you could also say it's the Zeta Plus C1 with a beam rifle and a shield. That's what you're gonna get basically. And I'm pretty sure some people are wanting that kit and if they need some information, they're gonna watch some videos. So I decided to make one video as well for the Zeta Plus A1. Now as you can see, you see a symbol that some people might know, this A symbol. This symbol means it was piloted by Admiral Ray. I haven't seen any anime or any that shows that, but according to the Gundam Wiki and other stuff, this was piloted by Admiral Ray, more like a test mobile suit. Now, as you can get from the name Zeta Plus, this is a transforming mobile suit, and this was like the first prototype, or not prototype, but first mass-produced type of the Zeta Gundam. The other variation of this kit is basically, as I mentioned, is the Master Grade Zeta Plus C1. It's basically gray, and the only difference is basically they won't have this small part that blocks the leg, and if you see on the back, it will have additional thrusters, I believe. I believe the C1 will have extra thrusters around these two parts. So that's the only difference, and all being gray. And instead of having a shield and a beam rifle, it will have a long smart beam gun, basically a shield and a gun connected. Now onto the review. What you get, of course, you get the kit, of course, you get a shield, you get a beam rifle, which looks very nice for its time it came out. This came out on 2001, so I believe it's the same time when the Hyakushiki Master Grade came out. But somehow this feels a little bit more older. You get two beam sabers. I took out one to show you where you put it in later, and you get two blue beam saber parts or effects. Very nice. And the only other two doing this I know is the Zeta Plus C1 and the Delta Plus, and also another Master Grade. So that makes three. I believe it's the S Gundam. So yeah. Also, this kit is one of the kits that uses screws. So when you buy a Master Grade, some kits that uses screws will give you this yellow bag, and inside this yellow bag will have a small screw in here. Basically, these screws are for the joints. Well, not every joint, but usually for the legs and arms sometimes. I guess they couldn't make a sturdy connection, or I don't know why, but back in the old kit, some of the old kits would have these screws inside, and I do prefer this kind of method as well. Additionally, you get I don't think I mentioned this in other kits or even in my old videos, is you get some extra wheel parts for the Wave Rider mode, but I barely use them. They give you this opening, that hatch that looks like it's opened. I lost the other one, so I don't use them anymore. Another unique part they give you additionally is this V-fin. Now, this V-fin is just one solid piece, as you can see. The one that's currently attached to the Gundam itself is kind of different or unique, and I wish they would do more of these. I'll get that into the review. So let's put that away. Let's put the unnecessary stuff away as well. Now, onto the head. When I mentioned about the V-fin, the V-fin that's currently being used is made out of rubber. You can bend it so it won't break. If you're using the whole piece thing, basically when you transform it, you need to take it off and replace it with this, or either just go on without it. That blue section you see in the head, that's a sticker. The eyes are stickers. You could say this is a little bit of sticker heavy in a way if you look at it. On the shield, this green section, that's also a sticker. The Admiral symbol and the 18 on the shoulders, those are not stickers, or sort of. They're actually dry transfers. This was one of the kits I actually started to use or utilize dry transfers. Not meaning that they started with dry transfer from this kid. I meant was, personally by myself, I started to use dry transfers as well. Before then, I didn't know how to use them, or I wasn't really good with them. So yeah, you get a lot of Amuro symbols. You get one on the shoulder, you get one on the shield, which is upside down at the moment, and you get two more for the wings. Wait, there we go. For the wings. So yeah, you get, I believe, 4 of them. So let's see. We went on with the head. It can go left and right, no problem. Well, not exactly, but about also 30 to 40 degrees, because transforming kits, they have a lot. They do have a bit of limitation on their heads. Besides, this wouldn't go 180 because there's a part that's blocking its view. You can open the cockpit. Yeah, but it's not that easy. But there's not much use of showing the cockpit. Let's see. The arms, very strong arms, almost strong as the Delta Plus. I forgot why this is stiff. It's either it has screws in it or it's just stiff. So yeah, and currently, oh boy. Yeah, even the hands are stiff, so they're not easy to turn. They will bend a lot, actually. They will bend about, well, not as much as I thought, but still, that's a lot of bending. So let's go for 80 degrees, and you can go 360 with no problem at all. Well, depending on the pose, I guess, because the side skirts do kind of hamper it, but if you go through it, no problem at all. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Now the legs, and when I first bought this, I had no issues with the legs, but after a lot, let's say, I think it's about 3 years this was with me, or actually no, not 3 years, about 4 to 5 years. So I don't know, maybe it just got a bit loose on the joints. Basically what I'm talking about, sometimes in Gunpla, time will basically deteriorate some parts or make the parts loose. And sometimes when you buy the kit, you need some luck, because even though it's the same part, it doesn't have any problem with the part itself. It may just feel loose, or it could be either sturdy, loose, whatever. So sometimes luck also counts. So yeah, this doesn't have front skirts, but it has side skirts, which also works as weapons. So this is actually very widely used in games as well. So this is also like a beam rifle style weapon. For the beam saber, basically this is the beam saber. What you do is there's this latch on top of it where you flip it up and you just pull it out. It's not easy, and sometimes the orange section here will pop out together. So yeah, before I show you how so that's how you get the beam saber out. And this is the old master grade, so you don't see any pegs or holes in the weapon. So basically you just rely on holding the weapon with just bare hands. At first, when I first bought this, it doesn't really have much issues, but now it's sliding a little bit by bit, and if you shake it, it's gonna fall. So yeah. And I barely use beam sabers for, posing, so yeah, I don't really much care about that. The legs, technically the side skirts and the legs are connected together, so nothing's blocking when you go front. It will go about a little bit more than 90, yeah, and bending about a lot basically. So let's see, let's go for 170, yeah. As I mentioned, transforming mobile suits always have good leg articulations, most likely. I guess I could show the ankles, basically standard ankles, not too shabby, but when you pose it, basically because of this armor piece here, sometimes it will be like off place where the leg is like this and it'll be like here, but yeah, that's one thing you need to kind of understand. Now for the back side. Yeah, as you can see, it keeps splitting. I don't know why. I wish I could fix this, but I have no idea how to. Basically the wings are on like joints, double joints, so you can you can move wings like this, and of course this. One thing to mention, this part is plastic. The bottom section of the wings, the orange section, is a sticker. I have no idea why they did this. I really hate it, and the stickers are peeling off because of age. We got another binder here. It can move up. It can also flip down for the transformation if you want. So, also, the shield. There's basically on the arm. There's a peg or hole, basically, and there's a peg on the shield. All you need is to put it in and then slide down to make a strong connection. Not only this, you can use your beam rifle. I believe some people does this. You can put your beam rifle inside as well, like that. Or, like the Hakushiki, this beam rifle also comes with a hook. There we go. Now, I remember these connections being really strong, but somehow they're not anymore. And you see there's like these small hooking points right over here. So all you need to do, like the Hakushiki, is just hook it up. There you go. And you have the Zeta Plus with its beam rifle on its backpack. I'm planning to get a high grade HG of Zeta Plus A1, a unicorn version. Now in the HG version they don't hang on like this, they hang on to the wings. I don't know why. Now to the fun part, or some would say not fun part, is the transformation. Now I know some people what you guys are thinking, but the transformation isn't bad as you think. So let me get the shield off first. The shield connection is really stiff, so that's a good point. Now for preparations, all you need to do, sorry about that, is set the arms like this as well. And basically like the Delta Plus I did on my other review, it's basically splitting the leg up, opening the chest, and then folding the arms basically. Before that, on the bottom section there's a part where it has a latch. You need to open the latch like that. That's how you can split up the legs. And also this the Delta Plus didn't have a V-fin. This one has. So this is how the V-fins work in transforming mobile suits. They fold up like that. Very nice. I wish more transforming mobile suits would do this, because yeah, imagine a Zeta Plus with a broken horn. I can't imagine. So let's see. I guess one thing you can do is spread out the put the arms in front like this. Oh boy, what the? Okay, sorry to surprise you. I guess if you want to see how the joints look like, the joints are like this. Nothing broke, so no need to freak out. Actually, yeah, that was a kind of a joint I do prefer these days, and I wish they could do more of those, but assuming now you want to make them in a fist mode, and the legs keep spreading. Okay, what you do is spread the legs, grant his wish basically. Okay, somehow I'm getting one done and the other not. But let me get. There we go. Okay, you basically spread the legs, turn the legs 90 degrees, and then there's this peg on the back. All you need to do is find the peg and then clip it in like that. I guess from now on, if I have another Zeta Gundam related review, I'm gonna skip the transforming or fast forward. So expect that now. Now, oh boy, this looks really funny at the moment. Now, what you do is push the head down a little bit, and then you flip up the chest, and then you push down the head again. You flip it up. There you go. From here, you fold the arms, and turn them 90 degrees, basically. Oh, also there's one more thing you need to do is flip or close this section in. There we go. And now we have like in this gorilla style form, kind of famous in terms of the Zeta Gundam series. Now I don't mean that they transform into like this and then fight, but you know. So I'm not sure if these parts go first or the wings go first, but I think I'll go with the wings first. What you do, the wings are basically, well, you can pull this down now if you want to. The wings, all you need to do is turn them 90 degrees and then pull them down and then turn them 90 degrees again. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And also the wings, technically they have a peg. If you see the wings, damn it. Okay, here's the wing, and if you flip this down, you can see a peg can come out. And sorry about that. I'll explain it again. Basically, on the wings, you can pull out a peg here. You flip it down, and a peg comes out, and that peg goes into this hole in front. It's not an easy connection, but if you can manage it, it doesn't mind. But even though you do connect it, it won't be that sturdy because it tends to pop out easily. There's no sturdy connection within it. It's just like getting it into the right position. So for now we've completed about 80%. All you need to do is now for the legs, just bend them in 90 degrees 2 times. And then the feet also, you can I believe push it back in, but it doesn't really work anymore. It's too stiff now. I'm worried about breaking it. Also, I forgot to mention that let's see, this has cables in the legs as well, like the Gundam Mark II 2.0. So that's one thing to know. I believe the Zeta Plus A1, especially this one, was never meant for space. It was mostly meant for Earth combat. So not much you can expect. But the C1, I believe, is for space combat. So that's one thing you can add on. Now we came about this far. The only thing that's left is the shield. Well, technically the shield and the beam rifle. Now the shield, before you attach it, there's 2 things you need to do. There's this latch here. You pull it down and come on. Why does this always happen when I need it? It never works. Okay, there we go. And then this one's basically for the shield. In order for the Wave Rider, what you do is basically just flip it to the other side, and we have basically prepared for the Wave Rider shield. Now in the shield there's this small hole. You need to fit in this peg on the front side into that hole, which is not an easy task somehow. I tend to fail it a lot, but as long as you can get it stuck in, no problem at all. And there's a hole inside here as well, so you need to match up this hole with that hole as well. There's a lot. So basically you're matching up 3 things, which is not an easy task because you can't exactly see these parts. Okay. Let's just hope for the best. If you can at least get 2 of them, you're good to go basically. Okay, I think I got 2 by the clicking sound, I think. So yeah, the pegs, they keep falling off. So yeah, I think we got most of it correct. One thing, if you want like a opinion, this one is much more easier than the Zeta Gundam 2.0 because the wings are really simple basically. So yeah, that's the transformation. The only left thing to do is get the beam rifle and take that peg out and then put it in here. So yeah, we got the Wave Rider. Very nice design for a mass-produced type Zeta Gundam, and it has additional beam rifles for the Wave Rider. What I felt with some other Wave Riders is that they don't have much weapons on the Wave Rider itself besides the beam rifle. I don't like those kind of designs. But yeah, we basically transformed it into the Wave Rider, and there's not much you can do except for moving the wings and moving the feet or legs a little bit. So yeah, that's it. So this was the review of the Master Grade Zeta Plus A1. For those who are planning to get the premium Bandai Zeta Plus A1 Unicorn Gundam version, this is basically what you will get. This is what you'll have to expect. There's nothing new from this except for the colors. I'm not sure about the stickers on the wings. I'm not sure if they're gonna do the same thing or change a little bit. But yeah, this is the Zeta Plus A1. It's transformable and it's easier than the Zeta Gundam 2.0. I guess I would recommend this for starters who wants to buy a transforming mobile suit for a start. I would recommend the Zeta Plus A1 or C1 at least. So yeah, this isn't much of an expensive kit. I believe this is about, in terms of yen, about 3,000 yen or a little bit higher, but still, it's a cheap master grade and it has strong connections using screws as well. So yeah, hope this video was informative or helpful or interesting to watch. I have more reviews coming up, and especially wait for the next week for a special surprise. If you have any questions or requests, leave a comment. Until then, thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe and like, and see you guys next time.